Folks, what is wrong with you? Why are you deciding to believe in this Bronze Age book? Just because you don't know what happened, what caused the Big Bang? What makes you think you're gonna have eternal life? What happened if the answer is not your Jesus? You just wasted your time. You know, even if the answer is Jesus, you still gonna worship that God for greed, for everlasting life, even though rape, murder, torture, slavery in the Bible, because the Bible was written by Bronze Age people. We don't have shekels no more. Shekels don't exist anymore. Pence don't exist anymore. And obviously, women should not be allowed to marry the rapist. What kind of what kind of knowledge in this kind of era and age would a law or somebody say the woman is free to marry the rapist that raped her? What kind of sense does that make? Number one, that's flawed. Number two, the God in the Bible is not omniscient, omnipotent, omnipotence. 3, the Adam and Eve story is flawed. 4, the Noah story is flawed. It doesn't matter if there was talking snake or not. I mean, what am I saying? It doesn't matter if that was a story or not a story. It's still flawed. And obviously, animals snakes can't talk. So, what more evidence do you want? Just because we don't know what caused the Big Bang yet, as I can say yet, and I'm sure we will find answers, but your people are just not patient. You just think you already have the answer before you even know the answer. You know? What sense does it make that this God, say like the God created the universe and then it just outside of time? Then that's a deist perspective, which is more actual, more rational to believe than the theist perspective, because there's too much flaws in the theism. You know, and it's not a good God. Just because give everlasting life, but murders, kills children, rapes, burns witches, does everything unimaginable. And we don't have shekels and pence and silver. I mean, it's written by Bronze Age screwheads, what they thought was moral, and they just added the word God. And the Bible is not even the first book. The first book is a Babylonian creation between Timaeus and Marduk. So the Bible, it's half of the beginning creation book. That's right. There's multiple creation books. You're reading an edited version. What kind of God would have to make a book, an updated version of a book, if this God is perfect? You know? So Jesus is not perfect? Wait a second, I thought Jesus was God. You believe Jesus was God. The God that sacrificed himself for all mankind. Because we're all born sinners. Even though we didn't do anything wrong. We're all born sick. What kind of sense does that make? Doesn't make any sense. But you agree with it just because you want everlasting life and you want to see your loved ones. You really believe in that. I can't help you there. But I guess you're free to believe in that. But try to make sense of it, though. Really try to make sense of it. You know? I mean, hell, we could say God did this, God did everything, you know? Science wouldn't have, and you know, I mean, there'd be no need for advancements. Yes, we have some religious scientists, but what is it, 98% no belief scientists? Scientists have no belief. Very few have belief. Whether it's a deist God or the God in the religions. So, you're living in the Bronze Age. Hell, why look for science? Why have hospitals? Why have light? Why have technology? If your God is so powerful, your God can do anything. He can heal the blind, right? Just like the book says, raise the dead, heal the sick. You don't need hospitals. Your God is more powerful than any hospital. So why do we have hospitals then? Why is the reward still out there for the God claim? Proof, physical evidence of God. Nobody has claimed it. What is it? $1 billion, I believe? $1 million? Maybe $1 billion. Nobody has claimed it. I wonder why. Why is nobody killing themselves to go to the best place in heaven? Why? You believe in it. Shouldn't you be killing yourself to go to heaven? You want to be with your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Why force a religion into society that's totally barbaric from 3,000-year-olds that says horrible things, such as a woman has to marry her rapist? What kind of mentality does that make sense? Slavery, rape, and murder. Slavery is not even allowed. That's been abolished. You're going by a book that advocates slavery. Even advocates something that's still unethical, which was indentured servitude. That's abolished. We don't have that anymore. That's over. But you're still going along with that. So you're taking all the greed just to have everlasting life, but not realizing and questioning it. Does it make sense? See, folks, you don't think of it as literal. You don't question the reading. You just read it like it's a book. But you believe in the total book, though, even though the numerous flaws, such as hating homosexuals, stoning children, stoning gays, and you believe in this. We're in the 21st century, and you're going to believe in this book. And it's not even the original creation book. Besides other gods. In the first creation book, the Enuma Elish, the Babylonian creation story. All books have creation stories. That's right. How people thought, how it all started. And it's all different. But you still believe in the book. And you want to force it into society. And you say people going to hell for not believing. So what do you expect? Atheists just stand there and let you take it? And ruin the country? And make people fear? You're putting people in fear? They're not taking it no more. 10%, a couple of years will be 20, 30%, 40%, 50%. And on. Just gonna get bigger. Okay. You have a right to believe what you believe. Granted. But don't force it onto other people. Your belief. I'm just stating the facts. I'm not forcing you to convert to no faith. That's up to you. But I really want you to think about it, though. And obviously there's no people out there saying, hey, become atheists. When has you seen anybody in the streets do like street preachers? Saying, hey, well, the reason is there's no reason to put fear because it's atheism. We don't believe in God or devil or anything supernatural. There's no fear. Just believe in what science, the truth, what science is. So, whereas you guys are in the streets saying you don't believe you're going to hell and try to preach this gospel, which of hatred and bigotry, what it is. If we had atheists, I guess we'll call them preachers, what would they say? Well, they would say your God's a flawed and give you evidence to back it up. And then you could take the evidence. And then you don't have to worry about fear or hell. That would be a better preacher, actually. But we're not doing that. We're not in the streets doing that. And I think that's wrong too. So I'm fair for both sides. Don't force your religion on us. We don't force it on you. But we like to have you question it because of the people that's been forcing it and harming people. And people and gays can't marry each other. And all this crazy stuff that wants to even put it in government, which doesn't even need to be in there. Once again, the God is not every God in the currency. It's nothing to do with the God in the Bible. It's a God of deism. In God we trust. Put it in 1957. We're not founded as a Christian nation. Go look up the quotes. Thomas Jefferson, as well as mine. You'll see them. They even said it, quote by quote. The United States is not a Christian nation. What more can you say? It's in quotes. I think that's all I have to say. Freedom of religion, I think, of all religions, be a better society and world. Think about the people in Europe, Sweden, live longer, live happier lives, less murders. The most people, these are all stats, are the people in jail are believers. The people that end relationships are believers. The people that are not in jail are unbelievers. And the people have good, long-lasting relationships are unbelievers. And you know why? There's nothing to fight over. Religion causes conflicts. You know? It causes problems. And it needs to get rid of. The only way your religion, any religion, would truly be gone if there was a broadcast in the news that says, this is what caused the Big Bang. You know? And people think the religion would be gone, but there would be spirituality. Spirituality is better than religion. Religion is bad. Spirituality is fun. And Sam Harris has a book. And some atheists are spiritualists, which is nothing wrong. Such as Buddhism, religion of peace. So get rid of the bad religions, such as Christianity, saying you will burn in hell for not believing. Why not have a religion of peace, such as Buddhism, where there's no heaven or hell? It's just empowering your mind, body, and spirit. How does that sound? See, the trade-off for the Christianity religion is a greedy system. It is. It's a mind control system. You believe, you get the gold. You don't believe, you suffer the consequences. Pretty sick in my opinion.